Okay, so if you want something a little bit more, for those who want to expand the songs they already know, I'm going to teach you a little something you can put into Night Storm, okay? And this is called the bridge. So Night Storm Bridge is what it would be called. And all we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding a 5 steps of sound smack dab in the middle of our Night Storm. And 5 steps of sound is this. It's when you play, oops, got my piano on, that helps. Every single finger going up, starting from the bottom, going to the top. So that's a 5 steps of sound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you could also go from the top to the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's what we call 5 steps of sound. So what you'll do if you want to add a little something more in your Night Storm is you'll play the first time through it. Well, the first half you'll go. When you get here, you're going to do a little run of 5 steps of sound. And then you'll continue. Okay. Does that make sense? And you don't have to do this if you don't want to. So, okay, there's a little something. If you have a question, you really want to get that, you can, do you have any questions on it? For those? Okay, awesome. Okay, so if you want to add that, you can. You don't have to, though. You can keep the normal Night Storm, but it's too much. Okay, good job, guys. So the next song that we have on our playlist of songs to learn is called Jackson Blues. Okay, so everybody can get their pencils out and your playlists out, and we're gonna write on our list Jackson Blues. And let's see, Jadin, I can't remember, did you get a playlist yet? Okay, I think Charles is gonna go get his playlist or a pencil. Oh, perfect, yay! Oh, I also wanna see your playlists. Perfect, you practice every day, amazing! Okay, so Jadin, we're gonna add Jackson Blues on our playlist, and if you don't know how to spell that, this is how you spell Jackson Blues. You're just gonna add it right on the next line of your playlist.
I'll be right back and grab a pen.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Okay, so write Jackson Blues on the next little thing of your playlist. Next line, right below your Night Storm. You guys got it? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, Charles has it. All right, and now Jadin. Perfect. Okay, let me play it for you so you know what it sounds like, and then we will learn it. Sorry. Sorry, you can't see my top pen very well. Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is the first song in our jazz and blues series, okay? So it's very basic because we're learning for the first time what's called the 12-bar blues cycle, okay? And if you look in your book, you'll have, on Jackson Blues, you'll have some Roman numerals. Does everybody have their reference book with them? Let's see where, oh, it's over there. Do I have my reference book? That's the question. Let's see. I have lots of books. Okay. So give me a thumbs up if you have your reference book in front of you. It looks like this. It says reference. If yours is, mine's black and white because I printed it off. But it has a bunch of things like this. And this is what it will look like. Charles, do you have your reference book? I think he does. Yep. And Jadin, do you have your reference book? Nope. Do you have the books yet? Oh, let's see. Is it asking you to give me? Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm like, what is it saying?
So yes.
I have not printed all the pages out quite yet.
Okay. All right, so that's what your homework is for this week, okay, Jadin, is to print off. You just need the reference book. So you don't have to print the music off, just the reference, because we'll be using that every week. Okay, awesome. So, but for now, you can look at my book right here, okay? So we're going to page 6, Jackson Blues. Okay, this is a bunch of Roman numerals. And if you don't know your Roman numerals, this is 1, this is 4, and this one's 5. They also have them over here. 1, 4, and 5, okay? So what does that mean on the piano? 1 is C, okay? And it even says it right here. 1 C, 4 is F, and 5 is G. But let me explain why. So 1 is C. If you count up, so if this one's 1, 1, this one will be 2, and 3, and 4. Can anybody guess which would be 5? That will be 5. Yep, the one right above it. Okay, so we're dealing with C, F, and G. Okay, but if you don't know where F and G are, just count up from C. But you have to count C as 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? All right, so now you kind of know where your Roman numerals are. This right here we need to memorize because this is our 12-bar blues cycle. Okay, there's 12 bars here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's why it's called 12-bar blues cycle. Okay, so it goes 1, 4, 1, 1, 4, 4, 1, 1, 5, 4, 1, 1. Okay, just looking at that, does anybody see any patterns in the 12-bar blues cycle? And if you do, just unmute yourself and let me. Yeah, go ahead.
There was 2 1s at the end of all of it, and
Yep.
1 5 before all of them. I mean 4.
Yep, 1, 4, exactly. Okay, so everyone ends in 4, 1, 1. 4, 1, 1. 4, 1, 1. And then before it just goes 1, 4, and 5. Okay, so it should be pretty easy to memorize. So we're gonna see if we can memorize it. So I want you to take a look at it. I'll hold it up here. Take a look, try to memorize it, and then I'm gonna have you recite it to me without looking, okay? So, okay, Charles has it. Okay, go ahead, Charles.
Wait, oh yeah.
Not quite. Not quite. So, there you go. That's it, Charles. Good job. Okay. How about you, Jadin? Do you want to give it a try?
Sure, I guess.
And you don't have to play it. You can just say it if you want to, but you can play it too. There you go. Perfect. The last one is just 5 and 4. You only do 1 time, and then you do 1, 1. Yep. So, I mean, 5, 4, 1, 1. That's what it was. Okay. Good job. Okay, Charles. One more time, and instead of playing it for me, yeah, just like that, Jadin. Perfect. Instead of playing it for me, Charles, can you just recite it out loud for me?
1 4 1 1 4 4 1 1 5 4 1 1.
Yep. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, Jadin, same thing. Just repeat it out loud, not on the piano.
Okay. 4,
So it starts with 1.
1, 4, 1, 1, 4, 4, 1, 1, 5, 4, 1, 1.
Yeah, good job, Jadin. Perfect. Okay, so I want you guys to commit that to memory because we're going to be using it a ton. Every blues pieces, and we have like 10 blues pieces that we learned. A ton of blues. So everyone is going to be following that or something similar to that, okay? So now all we need to know is our bottom and top hands, okay? So our bottom hand, we're going to start with our bottom hand, okay? And remember that bottom hand means left hand, the bottom part of the piano. Okay. Our bottom hand is going to be playing a 5th, okay? This is what a 5th looks like. So you're going to put your pinky on 1, or you also put your pinky on 4 or your pinky on 5. Okay, so the pinky's the one that follows the 1, 4, 5 thing. Okay, so We're going to start with 1 first. Okay, and it's going to do this. It's going to move its thumb up and down and up. Okay, so it's going to play like this. Move the thumb up 1, move the thumb down 1, move the thumb up 1. Okay, it's just going to go back and forth. Your pinky stays where it's at, but your thumb moves up and down. Okay, and it does it 4 times, so it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just like that, 4 chords. So, Jadin, can you play that for me?
Sure.
Perfect. And Charles? Perfect. Awesome. Okay, you're going to do that same pattern for every single Roman numeral. Okay, so if you're on 4, I'm going to see if I'll let you guys try. So, Charles, if your Roman numeral was 4, what would it be? Can you play it for me if you want to figure it out?
Wait, what?
So the pattern is going to be the same for every Roman numeral. So this is the pattern, right? It's going to be the same for every Roman numeral. So if this is C, what would, or yeah, if this is 1, what would 4 be? Close. Jadin, do you want to give it a try? Does it make sense? I can tell you guys if you don't know. Okay, so 4 would be this. You would move your pinky to the 4, which remember 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and it would be the same pattern. Yeah, there you go, exactly. Yep. Jadin, can you play me the 4? Oh yeah. You also have to make sure you have 5 fingers over 5 notes. So put pinky on 4 and then make sure every finger gets a note. Oh, yep, but move your pinky up 1 more. There you go, that's 4 right there. Yep, okay, can you do this for me? Perfect, okay, that one's 4. Okay, Charles, can you do 4 for me? Okay, and now do you kind of get it? Do you know what 5 would be, Charles? Okay, play me 5. There you go, yep, that's it, exactly. Okay, you got it, Charles. Okay, oops, is Jadin still there? Jadin stepped away for a sec. Okay, well, when Jadin gets back, I will tell her how to do 5. But, okay, so Charles, oh, there's Jadin. Okay, Jadin, so we just need to learn the 5 chord. So 5 is just 1 above 4, so you'll just move your hand, pinky 1 above 4, and then you'll play the same pattern. Can you play that one for me?
Sure.
There you go, you got it. Okay, so take a second, try to memorize in your head. This one's 1, this is 4, and this is 5. Okay, play that through a few times, get it really good, moving around on the piano. Okay, and then what I want you to do is I'm gonna have you play the whole 12-bar blues cycle with just the bottom hand. So, Charles, can you play for me the 12-bar blues cycle with just the bottom hand? I'm gonna follow this order.
Okay.
And then you do it one more time. Dun, dun. Yep. And then you can end it on a C to end. Yeah. Good job. Awesome. Perfect. Okay, Charles, you can do that a few more times, getting you really nice and comfortable. See if you can get a little bit faster. And while you're doing that, we'll have Jadin play for me the whole 12-bar blue cycle. Okay, Jadin, so we're gonna start on 1. And only 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And then good job. Yep, awesome. And then Jadin, you can end it by just hitting this one. Yep, that will just kind of end it. Yay, awesome, good job, Jadin. Okay, so now that we have our bottom hand, we need to know what our top hand is doing, okay? And our top hand is pretty simple. Our top hand is just gonna be playing a 3-note chord, okay? And what I mean by 3 notes is you're gonna be playing your your thumb, middle, and pinky. Okay, those are the only fingers that get to play. And with the top hand, your thumb gets to find the Roman numeral, okay? So your thumb is on C for 1, and you put 5 fingers over 5 notes and just play 1, 3, and 5 together as a chord, okay? And that's it. You just play the chord. So you just do it once. So if you're following the 12-bar blue cycle, this is 1, then your thumb needs to go up to 4, and then back to 1, and 1 again, and back to 4, and then 1, and 1 again, and then you go up to 5, 4, and then 1, 1. Yep. Okay, and it is very important, and I see, Charles, that you're playing with these fingers, which maybe you're just messing around, which is fun, but I do want to teach you guys good form with the piano. So with your 3-note chords, you will always play it with 1, 3, and 5, okay? Unless you're goofing around or unless there's a special fingering for it for a certain song, then you can change it up and stuff. But okay, so do the chords make sense? Give me a thumbs up if you got those chords. Okay, Charles has it. How about you, Jadin? Do they make sense? Kind of. Do you want to play them for me just in case? I'll let each of you play for me just 1, 4, and 5, so you can just play those chords. So go ahead and play me the 1 chord, Jadin.
Hang on, there's this thing that keeps popping up for me.
Oh.
This weird like ads thing. Go away. So is it?
Yep, there you go. That's 1. Yep, that's 4. Yep, that's 5. Good job, Jadin. Perfect. Okay, Charles. I think I can see your hands and know you have it. So what I'm gonna have you guys do now is we're gonna put them together, and this is how it's gonna go. This is how it's gonna go. It whatever that means. I don't know. Okay, this is how we're gonna do it. So our top hand is on middle C. Okay, middle C is the C that's right smack dab in the middle of your piano. Does everybody know where middle C is at? Okay, Charles does. Okay, awesome. You guys are good. Okay, so your top hand's on middle C. Your bottom hand is on bass C. That's what this one's called. The one below middle C is called bass C. Okay, and when you say 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna play your chord with 1. Okay, so this is all gonna be played together. 1. And then your bottom hand's just gonna keep going. 2, 3, 4, while your top hand holds it. Okay, so one more time, looking at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the same thing for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the same thing for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so does that make sense to everybody? Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a sec to run through it by yourself when you think you've got it and you can play it through, give me a thumbs up and I'll let you play it for everybody. And you're going to do it through the 12-bar blue cycle, so you'll be following this as the order. So 1 4 1 1 4 4 1 1 5 4 1 1. Okay, Jadin.
Okay, I think I've got it.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, right there, Jadin, make sure you play your top chord again, because you do 2 1s, so you have to play 1 2 3 4, and then you have to play the top chord again because you're doing another one. 1 2 3 4. Also, Jadin, make sure you play your pinky every time you play your thumb. So instead of just going, you're actually going to play the pinky every time. Yeah, just like that. Okay, so go ahead and try it again from the beginning.
Wait.
And then you gotta play the 4 again, because you do 4 4. Go back to 4, because it goes 5 4. So you did 5 dun dun dun, and then go to 4. Yeah, perfect. And then you can end it by playing with the bottom hand. And then I'll teach you what you'll do for the top hand later. Okay, good job, Jadin. That was perfect. Okay, I'm gonna let Charles play it for us, and if you'd like, you can go run through it again. You can, I don't know if you have a little mute button on your computer, or you could just turn it really down low so that it doesn't bother you while Charles is playing. Just make sure you look up when Charles is done. So, but you can run through it again if you'd like. Okay, go ahead, Charles, from the beginning to the end.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oops.
Awesome. And then make sure you end it with just that guy right there. Good job. Perfect. Charles even threw some syncopation in there, which is really awesome. We eventually want to get to do syncopation on it. So, but I'll teach you how to do syncopation next week, Jadin. So, but if you already get it, great. Keep on doing syncopation. Okay. So we have the bottom hand ending, which is just like that. Now we're going to do a top hand ending, and the top hand ending is going to be what we call the blues scale. Have any of you guys heard of the blues scale before? It's something super common in jazz music, and it's really fun because as soon as you learn the blues scale, you can make up your own blues scale, okay? So let me teach you the notes of the blues scale, because you can't just play any notes to make the blues scale. It has to be a certain notes that make up the blues scale, okay? And the way it works is through little mountains on the piano, okay? It's gonna go big, little, big, okay? These are the mountains that we're gonna make on the piano. And it looks like this. The note you're gonna start with is C, okay? And you don't always have to start with C, but as, to learn it first, I'm gonna have you guys start with C, okay? Okay, so you're gonna find your C, and you're gonna make a mountain, a big one. So there's your first mountain. Here's a easier, you can see it better like that. Okay, so those are your first three notes. So, and you're gonna use your gun, okay? So this is my gun fingers, my thumb and my two finger, and they just trade off. The thumb's gonna start, then it's the two fingers turn, and then it's the thumb's turn again. Okay, so those are the first three notes. A nice big mountain. The next one is a small mountain, and they're connected. So when one mountain ends, the next one starts on that same note. Okay, and it goes like this. Okay, so that right there is a little mountain. See how it's kind of a little tiny one? And then one more big mountain. Okay, so let's just start with, let's see how far you guys can go. I know that was really fast, but big mountain, little mountain, big mountain. Okay, I want to hear what you guys have. So go ahead, Charles, play me what you have. Got it, Charles, perfect. Okay, Jadin, let me see what you have. A little bit farther down. So that one, so even bigger of a mountain. So make your, so instead of this one, move your thumb down one more. So, yeah, there you go. There you go. Now you're going to do a little mountain. Dun, dun. Yep, and then a big one. Yeah, awesome. One more time for me, Jadin, just like that. Yeah, good job. Okay, so that's your blues scale. And the way you're going to end the piece now is when you hit this to end it in the bottom, you're going to start your blues scale. So right when you hit that, you'll hit the top C. Okay, and then that will be the end. And if you'd like, there's lots of fun things you can do with the blues scale. But the rule is you can only have those notes. You can't put any other notes in there. Just the ones that are in the mountains. But you can do it in any order, or you can do it with any rhythm. So, or you can do multiple. So you could do 2 octaves or 3 octaves. You could start at the very top of the piano and do. And you could keep going forever. You could do a huge piano scale. Or you could do this. You could do from the bottom to the, from the bottom to the top and then back to the bottom. Or you could do just 2 octaves and speed it up at the end. Or you could speed it up at the beginning. Okay, so that's how you can do the rhythm is you speed it up and then you slow it down and you speed it up, right? So you can do, you can play around with speed with your blues scale. You could also do something like this. You could do something that doesn't even have to do with the mountains, but it has the same notes. You could do, right? So I used all the notes, but I put them in a different order. Okay, so this week I want you guys to come up with your own blues scale. If you want to keep it simple and just do the one that I taught you just now, you can totally just do, and you can just leave it at that. Okay, but if you want to do something fun and be creative with it, totally do that. So at the end of Jackson Blues, when you hit this, that's when you're going to do your blues scale. Okay, does that make sense for everybody? Give me a thumbs up if you got it. Okay, awesome. All right, since we don't have Emma or Emily, I can't remember, you can shoot me, but I don't remember her name. I have it written down on paper that I don't have in front of me. So, but since we don't have her with us, we'll end a little sooner. So you have Jackson Blues this week, and along with all of your other ones, if you have any questions, also make sure you do your composition improv assignment for this week. So just play around on the piano. You should always have time to play on the piano, because that's what we shouldn't think of it as practice. We should think of it as playing the piano, because we're just having fun. Okay, so play your pieces and then play around to make up your own songs. So Jadin, you can totally finish that song that you've been making up. I would love to hear second half. And Charles, you can play around with another tune, maybe whatever you guys think. Okay. So before we end, do you guys have any questions? Yes, Jadin.
So does the end go like this?
Yep, just like that. Good job, Jadin. And yep, just like that. You can keep it that way, or you can also do something fun for the blues scale if you want to. But yes, that's exactly it. The chord plus a blues scale. Perfect. Okay, not Jadin. Charles, do you have any questions before we end? Nope? Okay. No. Okay, awesome. Good luck, guys. Have fun with the piano this week. Email me if you have any questions, okay? We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.